spending your Sunday night with us and not watching the Oscars. Special guest at the bottom of the hour is Russ from the Federation.
Wait, the Oscars are going to be on today?
Who's Oscar?
Some grouch.
I heard he's wild.
Actually,
He's got a wiener.
Oscar, even if I did want to watch it, it wouldn't be till last night. Oscar,
Welcome back to another edition of Off Track Syndicate. I am one of your hosts, Lord Reverend Professor Rusty J. Lugnuts. We also have Miss Mississippi.
Lady Meh.
Lady Meh. The Knights Who Say Knee. Yeah, he's not saying nothing. And Amtrak, Kinsey. Amtrak Richards, what? Doc got run over by Amtrak or something like that. I don't know. And tonight, I don't too soon. I don't know what's going on. I know at the bottom of the hour we're going to have Mr. Russ Haslage from TrekFederation.com.
.com.
Yes, .com.
.com.
He's gonna be joining us to talk about what he's doing. But I don't know. I'm so far behind on everything. It's normal. So I guess I'll throw it off to Knights. What do you got for us?
Well, thanks for that. Actually, we're not doing anything that Rusty said tonight.
No.
We're actually going to be live streaming the Oscars with our own commentary about whatever the heck the Oscars are.
I don't.
So
It was
Wiener Awards.
It was just an honor being nominated. It's
roll
so
that
embarrassing.
beautiful footage.
Right.
Did anybody see any
No, we
of
won't
the
be.
movies
We
that were nominated?
Don't even know what movies
I'd have
were
to
nominated,
care
so I
first.
couldn't tell you.
Top Gun?
Yeah.
Maverick?
You know why I like Top Gun?
Well, I saw top. Wait, why?
Because I
Why?
was in the
Why?
Navy.
You fly planes?
You were in the
You in the
Navy?
Navy?
Yeah, I hate to break the news to you guys. And
But
on an
wait.
aircraft carrier.
I didn't realize I knew anyone that was in the Navy.
Yeah. Wait.
Just you.
Rusty's still in the Navy.
Wait a moment, Rusty, you were in the Navy?
Playing with boats in the bathtub doesn't count.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. No, actually, yeah, I saw Maverick. That was a pretty good movie.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Any other? I can't think of any. The first time a Marvel movie's been nominated.
Seriously.
So,
Which one? Do we know?
Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Oh, okay.
It was okay.
Never mind, I know why it's nominated.
Don't be like that.
It was okay.
Was it?
Look at who was one of the recent Miss America contestants that won somewhere else.
I don't watch that crap.
Well, I just, there's a lot of this stuff that I just don't believe anymore until I see it. Wakanda Forever might be a damn good movie,
It's got Angela Bassett in it.
but I'm not
Wow.
going to trust what I hear on the media to be whether it's a good movie or not.
You
It'll
shouldn't
be
trust
whenever I
anything they
get
say
to
in the
it.
media.
Well, I mean, usually,
That's what Fox News tells me.
That's awesome. I did watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. And let me tell you, if you got a queasy stomach or have been drinking, don't watch it. I mean, it was a good movie, but I was dizzy the whole time.
Rusty,
Talk
don't
about
watch it.
multitasking.
Yeah.
Everything everywhere all at once. I mean, a guy can't do that apparently because he can only focus on one thing at a time.
And I didn't understand the title of the movie until the end. But there you go. Spoiler.
Wow. Miss Raquel Lee or Miss Rocky.
Hot Rocky.
I haven't seen you in so long, Rocky. I miss your face, lady, over in Zoom.
Oh.
I hope you're doing well.
She's calling in to play the game tonight, isn't she?
I don't know. Maybe she could call in. Yeah.
I'd hate for her to disappoint all of our, tens and tens of fans by not calling in.
Right.
Don't forget it's Hot Rocky.
Yes, it is. It is Miss Hot Rocky.
So yes, the second half of the show, we will be doing our game. There's the phone number.
256
Point to your right a little more.
2390. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's in the little text thing
It's
underneath.
right above your microphone, centered up there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to very important things here.
Okay.
Yeah. A 30-year-old urologist performed an operation to remove a tumor a month after diagnosing a man, believed to be in his 60s with cancer.
Ouch. That's horrible.
So a 60-year-old man had cancer. 30-year-old urologist did the surgery to remove the tumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know.
The surgeon is in Italy. He's currently under investigation by the country's top health officials for mistakenly amputating the patient's penis.
I was hoping you weren't going there, but...
What?
Now, are we still sure that this is a guy that got the penis amputated?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to ask that question. It's 2023.
I had kidney surgery once, and I was afraid that was going to happen to me, too. It's a real
You
fear.
afraid you're going to get your penis chopped off?
Yeah, I guess it worked.
I stayed in a hotel in Atlanta one time, and I was afraid I was going to wake up without a kidney in the bathtub and full of ice. But
It was not a Holiday Inn Express, was it?
No, it wasn't. But wow, yeah. But you said he was 60, so.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. You know the stories about the nursing homes. They get put to use. I'm just saying, man in his 60s, he had a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
As far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah. The penis removal operation went down without a hitch. But there was no reason for it to have occurred in the first place.
Wow.
Does he still have cancer then?
There was no tumor. Yeah.
So, wait, it was fake. He told him he had cancer. He really didn't. He just wanted a patient to come in and cut his penis off?
It makes no mention of that about the reason why, but it turns out it's not a tumor.
Is this a misdiagnosis, or do we have any other
he thought the penis was
on this?
He thought the penis was a tumor? It's not a tumor.
I don't know. It under investigation at the moment. Yeah. The report says the man reported to be wait a second.
Uh-oh. And the plot thickens.
So I don't
I thought you were supposed to read these things ahead of time.
That's not what we do.
I did, but it turns out the one that I bookmarked has to be read on my phone, which I don't have in front of me at the moment. See, this says here, the man reported to be in his... Oh, no, this was a different time. It says a similar case was reported in France in December of last year after a series of errors resulted in the total removal of a man's penis at the Nantes University Hospital. The man, reported to be in his 30s, said the surgery left him with just his testicles and no feeling where his member once was. I imagine that if it was missing, it would be missing feeling.
I figured it if it was
no, they have the ghost pains. Whenever you get something amputated.
In France was to leave the shaft and just leave the guys without any balls.
Well, normally, but no. When he was saying it didn't have any feeling, no, people have their arm cut off and then they can still feel,
ghost.
like their arm is still there.
Ghost pains. And it also
Yeah,
hurts.
ghost pains,
Phantom
but
pains.
Yes, but I believe those ghost pains come and go. Just saying.
Terrible.
Wow.
And I believe they're
And I went.
hard to come by.
Wow.
You forgot the bell again.
Did he get charged with misdemeanor?
You didn't miss it.
Yeah. Well, the patient does.
Yeah. I mean, you go ahead and have yours cut off and tell me you don't miss it.
Wow.
I miss it every damn day.
I need a pen and paper.
Man must
quick-
have been lonely.
A quick thing from the YouTube chat. Timothy Ratliff said, "Is Kinsey eating a pickle?"
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Slice of it.
There
It
you
was
go.
a sandwich slice, bread and butter.
Okay. All right. Well, he wanted to know, so now he knows.
There you go.
I want to know what compensation those patients get.
There is no.
Not enough.
There is no compensation. None.
I hope it's a big one.
I mean, because robo penises are not a thing, as far as I know.
Oh, I need to check on that. Because
Well,
I've been
so
looking into that.
As far as the
AI.
second story goes, the Frenchman who had it lopped off, his lawyer is initially hoping to win his client 1 million euros.
That's not enough.
I mean, there's no way to know. Is that $5 or is that really?
He better
I
not
thought
say.
It was somewhere I thought it was in the neighborhood of like 1.2, $1.15 million.
You know what he can't do anymore?
More than a dollar.
Wee wee.
Wee wee. No, I bet he can still wee wee.
Yeah,
Kathy,
but
in the
does he,
Berg,
he can still
Yeah.
wee wee. The question is, does he do it standing up?
Kathy in the Berg says, "Was his name Oscar Mayer?"
Aw.
Wish I was Oscar Mayer. Mm-hmm.
He's from Vienna.
Yeah, he can. I'm sure he can wee wee. It's the woohoo that's the problem.
Damn you, Knights!
Wow.
Never say anything funny when I'm drinking.
But local reports suggest he only got 62,000. So I mean, that could be like a lottery winning, or that could be a lottery ticket.
62,000
I
euro?
don't know.
That's not enough.
No, that's
Correct.
that poor guy.
Yeah, that's why he needs to come to America, because we know how to sue the shit out of doctors.
Right? But
Yeah.
I mean, there's still, even if he got $100 million, I mean, that's not worth it to me.
And there's
Right.
also, you got to
No.
take age into factor too. So if he was 30, that would be a lot more damaging psychologically than 60.
Yeah.
I think the damage is pretty bad either way.
Either way, no,
yeah,
granted, absolutely. But, because then you could sue for
Oh, yeah. Because
parental,
if I
paternal-
could name all the things that I've done since since I was 30,
That's Off Track Syndicate After Dark, which you could find on
Oh.
Pornhub
yeah. Well,
someday.
anyway,
Make sure all of you go on Pornhub when we're on there and say hi to Melissa.
yeah. Kathy makes a good statement here. Socialized medicine can't be sued.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
But can you sue the government?
They've probably got something up there to, give you something to make you feel like you've got something, but it's not.
Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't have nothing up there anymore.
Yeah.
We're down there.
Right.
That poor guy.
I know. When I lived in Italy, if somebody had to go to the hospital for a procedure or whatever, they had to bring all of their own stuff, their own blankets, their own pillows, their own sheets, their own food, all of that.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
now,
asking for a
he
staph
lost
infection.
he lost the shaft, but did not lose the baggage, right?
Well, nobody gave him
Right.
the shaft.
Yeah, gave him the shaft.
Well, if they took the shaft and left the baggage, does that mean that he still has the urge, just nothing to poke around with?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I can't even. That
The
poor guy.
faucet.
It would have been
Deference.
better on more humane to go the other way around.
What? Just kill him?
No, take his
Either
nads and
be-
leave the.
Yeah,
Wanky.
take the nuts and leave the wiener, or
just-
just remove the whole thing.
Take the beans,
just-
leave the Frank.
I just noticed, Mel. What shirt are you wearing there?
You just noticed?
I just see. Oh, wow.
Where are you looking, Rusty?
She
Right?
needs to take the shirt off and hold it up to the camera so you can get
Yeah.
a better view.
So that says what? That says whatever, Professor Rusty J. Lug. Huh. I think they can get that over at.
And you can too by going to. Tell him, Rusty.
What is it, Chris?
Tell him, Chris.
Offtracksyndicate.com.
Right? They can get a whatever. It looks good on you, I might add. The whatever is perfectly placed.
Oh, you know it looked good
Every
off of her too.
every time I see this shirt, I hear your voice, Rusty.
Aw, whatever.
See?
And that's why she tucks it away in the corner of the closet.
Yeah, so if you can, ladies or guys, whatever, go pick you up a shirt. It helps us out. We got some bills that we're gonna have to pay this year,
And it's super comfy too.
right? They are good shirts for the most
Pictures
part.
or didn't happen. We need to put them on the Facebook page.
Well, we might find somebody to model it for us. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I know some really great models that wait, she doesn't listen anymore. Never mind. The hell with her.
Yeah,
What?
I was thinking you.
Oh, that's
Get some
not
pictures
my...
of you and that sexy hat.
Oh,
Anyway,
you like my new hat? TJ Maxx on clearance today.
Yeah, so shop.offtracksyndicate.com and
We can get
help us
Amy.
out, folks.
It's good.
This is Amy What's Her Face, and you're listening to the world's greatest little shit show, Off Track Syndicate.
Yeah,
I think we could get her to model. She is material.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'd hate to say it, Mel, but I think your head is missing a couple of things like, I don't know, maybe a saddle and a set of jumper cables.
A saddle and a set of jumper cables?
Yeah.
How do you know I don't have those?
Well, they're not there on the desk.
Oh,
or anything,
yeah,
I
true.
thought they'd be right around there.
All right, we got any more stories? I want to get away from the terrible lop the wiener off deal. Ugh.
Do you have something better? Or
I
have
do
another
not. I do
all
not.
right. Speaking
Never
of things
thought-
that 60-year-old men can do,
Okay.
a 60-year-old Florida man bested a Guinness World Record when he completed 3,264 push-ups in 1 hour.
What?
Yup,
Really?
No, I don't believe that at all.
yup.
No.
They'd have to be built like a brick shit house, I'm
No,
saying.
I need
not
to find
even
a-
the best push-up guy in the world can do 3,000 in 1 hour. No.
I need a bullshit flag.
Previous,
My flag on the
the
play.
previous Guinness World Record for most push-ups in 1 hour for a male, that was specific there, was set by Australian Daniel Scully with 3,182 set in April 2022.
3,000? That's not
Well,
even. No.
it also
Right.
it also depends on
How many-
what you're considering a proper
Okay.
push-up and everything too, because
need
a
a
lot
math.
of people think almost touching the ground all the way up. But even for military PT standards, a lot of times it's
You were in the
just that
military?
You're going up and you go down to where you got a 90-degree between your upper and forearm.
We used to in
Well,
boot camp. We
okay,
did it
so-
from when our dog tags hit the ground.
Yeah. Oh, the diamonds. Whenever you had to
So
play
Mel, you're
basketball
doing
with-
the math.
I'm just pretending to do the math. What's that number again? 3,000.
3,264. So you think about it. If he did one a second for an hour, that would be, by my math, 3,600. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I mean,
I don't have my calculator.
dang near one push-up a second.
So that
No.
is possible.
Nuts.
I don't believe
Possible,
it. Sorry,
yes.
I don't believe it. Nope.
What's his name?
Nope. Rob Sterling, Stirling.
Not with that name. That can't be his real name. That's like a Twilight Zone name.
Yeah.
Right?
But he was Rod?
Yeah.
Is he Rod or Rod?
He's now eyeing a second Guinness World Record title, which is, there's a 1-minute world record as well. It's 144 push-ups in 1 minute. He wants to beat that.
No. Is he going for the Guinness World Records of bullshitters?
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't believe it.
I don't know.
Wow.
Did you get this like
But
weekly
it's
world
Guinness.
news and reports or some shit? I don't know.
Star.
No. Let's scroll down to the bottom. United Press International.
Hey, there's,
Oh well, there you go.
there's a lot of people back in the room tonight we haven't seen. They must really not want to watch the Oscars. Sarah's back.
Well, no,
Two.
they heard that we were going to be live streaming it with commentary, and you guys poo-pooed that.
Especially in the early stages. Like, we wouldn't want to commentary it because nobody knows about the set production and the musical scores and all that other crap.
Right, because
Do
nobody...
we have
cares about
anything
that.
intelligent to say about it that would make it seem more interesting than just watching it anyway? Really?
No.
Why does it have to be intelligent?
Yeah.
Or
What the hell is
We're not big on that, if you
Oh my
haven't
God.
noticed.
There you go. Mystery Oscar Theater 3001.
Well, I do have a confession. I do like Jimmy Kimmel, but that's personal.
I do too. I like him. He was. I think he did his best work with him and Adam Carolla on.
Man show.
See,
Yeah.
I told you guys, like last couple of years, I've been listening to Adam Carolla a lot. I just stopped around New Year's, but I had no idea because I never even seen the Man Show before. I had no idea what it was. The Man
Those
Show
ladies on
or
trampolines.
the thing he
Well,
did with Dr. Drew, the celebrity self-help stuff.
Oh,
Love
that was
Line,
Awesome stuff.
Adam Carolla.
I was gonna say, I think we could take some pointers from the Man Show and have an intro like they had.
What was the intro?
Kinsey,
They had girls on trampolines.
Is that what he meant by juggies?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I was looking
Yeah.
at the girls on trampolines.
Yeah.
Okay, I really like Jimmy. He's just a nice guy, an excellent. My brother says he's an excellent fisherman, and he does a lot for charity and shit.
Well, and that's commendable. Yeah.
I think the only thing that like half of the guys ever remember off of that show is the trampolines and the guy that could just go ahead and pour the beer down his throat like just nothing flat.
They used to drink beer on that show.
Yes, they
They
did.
got one guy as fast
believe
as
I
it'll
didn't see
pour
that.
out of the mug. He's
Yeah, ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi. Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
But talking about charities, folks, if you want to do something good for people who are in need or in hurting, I implore you to go to Cancer Care Bags by Shelley on Facebook, and they have a new website, cancercarebags.com. This is a organization that makes care bags for people going through cancer treatment to, kind of help try to ease their pain that they are going through, because if any of you know anybody that has went through cancer treatment, it is a grueling process and they feel like hell. And this Shelley, who I know personally, I kind of knew her in my younger years. She is a nurse, and she also went through the cancer thing with a double mastectomy and had to deal with all that. She's just trying to make people, feel a little better going through chemo and all the related crap. But it is a great organization. They run purely on donations. It is tax deductible. They are 501c3. Cancer Care Bags by Shelley. Awesome stuff. Go look at Cancer Care Bags by Shelley on Facebook and check them out. cancercarebags.com.
Off Track Syndicate, bitches.
as we're wrapping up this segment, this half hour, we want to remind everybody we have Russ joining us from the Trek Federation after this next commercial break here. And then we'll be playing the blank game in the last hour of the show.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So hopefully we have a good host with questions that are pre-picked out.
No.
Maybe ones that we haven't used already.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try my best.
You're going to go
remember.
down in
That's asking
history.
a lot.
Part of Alex Trebek, Pat Sajak.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wink Martindale.
Wink is my hero.
So stick around, listen on the radio, check out some commercials, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
You ready for Russ?
Bring him on in.
He knows to get in here.
He better be in uniform.
And
There
here he is.
Looky there.
Wait a minute. He's not in uniform.
No, I didn't wear the uniform.
Man.
Well, he's on station, okay? So he was,
He just got back from leave back onto the ship.
there you go.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Russ, is that Next Generation?
That is, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, look at, I like that
Young
one.
for that.
I should probably do a Federation background, but
Hey,
No,
that works. Right? Yeah.
that works. That's good right there.
oh, thanks. I got a few of them.
Cool.
So if you're still playing match game, I can hang out.
Oh, you can?
Yay.
Yep.
Okay.
But if you want to do the Oscars, I'm still hoping for Big Top Pee Wee.
He never got his due.
I know.
Right. That was a funny freaking movie.
It was.
Pee-wee's Big
It
Time.
Well,
really
I'm sorry, but I thought he did get his due when he got arrested.
Well,
Everybody
You know.
saw his due.
I like Big Adventure.
so while we're in a break here, I would just want to say thank you, Timothy Ratliff, Kathy in the Berg, Sarah Nichols, Amy What's-Her-Face, that's you,
I'm here.
Melissa R. Barbara D. Love you, dear. Who else we got over here? Grumpy, thank you, Grumpy.
Hot Rocky.
for joining us. Hot Rocky. Oh, crap, already?
Make an
Already.
appearance for
All
Barbara.
right, here we
Gilly.
go.
Trying to get Gilly for Barbara.
Welcome back to the Off Track Syndicate, where we have with us Mr. Russ from TrekFederation.com. And, while we're on the subject of the Oscars, as I said again, tonight's Oscar night. Russ, who's your big choice for the best motion picture this year?
I think it should be Big Top Pee Wee. I really think it's timeless. Timeless.
You think it should be up for nomination every year then?
Every year. Yeah,
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you just can't beat Big Top Pee Wee.
Well,
Other than the Naked Gun series. I mean, that's pretty
Okay,
cool.
Leslie Nielsen.
Who's that?
I'm on board.
yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think you are, Mr. Poopy Pants?
I think that wasn't that the one where
Pat
Leslie
Schmier.
Nielsen is standing at the bottom of the ladder and his co-host.
I just had it stuffed.
Nice beaver.
Nice beaver. Yeah.
I just had it stuffed.
Nice Gilly.
Oh, there she is, Miss Gilly's making an appearance.
Her cameo for Barbara.
Rough.
Yep.
Rough.
So,
So Russ, you have seem to have good internet connection there from the Starship Enterprise. Do you have Starlink?
We did, but these because we're running subspace radio, we couldn't rely on Starlink. So I had to switch over to the local company, which isn't much better. But we still have the Starlink equipment, so I may turn it on sometime. But I'm probably going to hang around and wait for the fiber to hit the neighborhood. Because Starlink was neat, but they raised the price, and it's no faster than cable internet and less reliable in a storm. So,
Oh,
If you don't mind
really?
me asking, which quadrant are you broadcasting from tonight?
Alpha Quadrant,
Yeah.
HQ, Alpha Quadrant. Where we
Oh, so you don't have anything to do with Alpha Quadrant 6? It's like a sci-fi podcast that talks about sci-fi movies?
no,
AQ6, I think it is. Oh, okay.
it could be. I mean, because I think Alpha Quadrant, Garrett Wong and Tom Paris, whatever his name was. I think that their show may be Alpha Quadrant, but
Okay.
not us. Yeah, we're Subspace Radio and Trek Federation, and that's pretty much us.
Okay. So, all right. So, for the folks that don't know, tell us about TrekFederation.com, how that came to be, and your role in it.
Well, the Trek Federation is we picked that domain name because Federation.com, somebody else owned it. We didn't want to pay $30,000 for it.
It was a bunch of lawyers. I saw it.
It is, yep. Well, we started the Federation. Gene Roddenberry, who created Star Trek, and I got together and decided to start this nonprofit organization. We started working on it in 1983, and really the idea is that our organization is the real world version of the Federation you see in Star Trek. Because, as Gene taught me in our first conversation, what does the crew of the Enterprise do in every episode? They go places and help people. So that's what we do. We do it in the real world. We don't get to go to strange new worlds and boldly go. But we go wherever there's need, start chapters, reach out, deliver aid and volunteers. And we've been doing it for 40 years now. Almost.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's got to make things a lot easier without having to worry about violating the Prime Directive either.
Well, it's every day. Not every day, but there are days where it's a struggle not to tell somebody where to get off. But we kind of like, I take the high road on most things. If we can help somebody, then that's great. And if somebody objects to us helping somebody, too bad for them. So you wouldn't believe some of the whiners that exist in the world today. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we walk, we do what we're going to do, and we really don't pay attention to anybody who doesn't like us. If you don't like us, too bad for you. We're going to go and do what we're doing. And maybe one day the world will be a better place. So that really is our goal. In Star Trek, it's the 23rd century. And, basically greed and hunger and bigotry were all wiped out because people did good work and valued each other's differences. And that's what we do. So maybe in 200 years, what we started 40 years ago will have the same effect. Because as we go to places and help people, they learn about our values and our mission and the ideals that Gene instilled into the organization. And they too will then embrace the differences everyone has. So it's all part of the daily mission that we do in the Federation. And we just really, Rod Roddenberry, who is Gene's son, just put out a video where he talks about his time with us and his dad's time with us and really supported our mission. The family has been fantastic since 1983. So we keep plugging along. Nobody gets paid. It's all voluntary. And we do it because we believe in what we do.
How?
You are
Oh, sorry.
currently sending water and stuff to the Ohio train derailment disaster.
Which brings me to a point. Your show name does not resonate well in Ohio these days.
Oh,
I imagine not.
Right?
We've had 3
probably
train
feel like we're
derailments
to
in the
blame.
last month. It's just yeah. So,
Yep.
but yes, we're planning on doing usually a trip down to East Palestine every 2 weeks. We have this gigantically large van. It's all done up to look like the Galileo from the original Star Trek. If I had a picture handy, I would show it to you, but I don't have one just sitting here. And so we load that puppy up with water because I don't think they'll be able to drink the water down there for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even brush your teeth. I mean, it's only fit for flushing the toilet. So we're taking jugs of water and bottled water. And it's so many cases that that van holds that every couple of weeks we're taking some more down. And right now, a lot of people are sending water down, but you know how people get in a few weeks, they're just going to forget about it. But we're going to keep plugging along and taking more and more water. Right now, with what I've seen, the water, all of the water there has, that oily film on top and the rainbow color.
Rainbows, yeah.
So you don't want to touch it. You don't even want to cook in it. If you're going to cook pasta, you got to use bottled water. So you can never have enough. So we're going to be doing that. That's one of our missions. Now, you guys, you're all over the country, though, but we have been to Texas. We've been to Louisiana. We've been to Florida. And our previous van, the big Galileo van, is new. But we travel wherever we're needed, and we have chapters all over the world. So it's not just here in Ohio that we do all the work from. Our other chapters, they're all supported by our office, but it's a bunch of us all over the world that go to where the need is.
That was my next question. Like, are you limited to a certain geographical area? You're all over the world.
Yeah.
Anything going on in other places in the world besides Turkey?
Well, we've had the whole thing in Ukraine. We've got people over there that we've been sending. It's easier to send them funds so they can buy supplies in Turkey and things.
That's wonderful.
We've got some members in Istanbul who really coordinate the Ukraine relief. We got people in Poland. What else have we got? Well, besides our farthest away chapter from headquarters is in Zimbabwe, where they run an orphanage. And during COVID, we were also taking in the elderly. It was pretty rough. It's still difficult to get funds down to Zimbabwe because the government will intercept them. So we have to do a three-way step. We have to send it to Canada, who can then send it to Zimbabwe. It's whatever it takes. Chapters in California are dealing with the floods and everything else. In Louisiana, that's where our disaster relief office is in New Orleans. So they coordinate a lot of what we do in the middle of the country and down south where a lot of you are. It's everywhere. We're everywhere. We would like to be more places because the more chapters we have, the more local people we can help. Where now there's places where it's long distance help, and we can either, thanks to the internet, send funds to people or companies or other nonprofits we trust. Usually we work with, like in our case, we don't take a percentage off the top. If people donate to the Federation, 100% goes to help people. Some of the bigger known charities, and they do good work, but they're taking 20 or 30% of your donation for their operating costs. We don't do that. So it's always work, but it's rewarding work. Just today was an easy day. The local Girl Scout troop wanted to sell cookies from Federation headquarters, so that was fun. They sold a ton, so that was good.
Yeah.
And there's little missions and there's big missions. The last time we were down in Texas was after the hurricane. What was that, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were down there. I actually drove the van nonstop from Ohio and slept after I dropped everything off and then drove back. So we do what we can. And if you're in an area where we're not, we'll find a way.
That's wonderful. How do you get volunteers? Is there let's say, for example, I live close to one of the areas or where you have your headquarters. Is there like an application process, or could you just walk in? Or
well, if you're nearby, you can drop in and do it. But our members all over the world, most of them joined online on trekfederation.com/join, and it's free. We've got members who are also not Star Trek fans. They join because they believe in the mission.
Right.
So they enjoy what we do and they want to be a part of it. And that's fantastic because the more people we have, the more we can do. So the easiest thing, trekfederation.com, look for join at the top, and you can sign up. You can take the free membership. You can pay for some bennies. It's whatever you want to do. That's the easiest way, and it's instant. You can fill out that form, submit it, and you're in.
Okay, I see it. I see a donate button, the newsroom, shop.
Yep, there should be a join up there somewhere.
Yep, there is.
Okay,
It's
good.
the third one.
I'm thinking,
So, what kind of things can we shop for on Trek
well,
Federation?
they're not everything in our shop. At our headquarters in Ohio, we have all kinds of Star Trek stuff. We've got some Star Wars things. Online, they don't have a lot of our shop merchandise. We have a lot of Federation things on there. But there are some of the Star Trek items that we've managed to put into the system. We've got thousands more that I still have to list. But, Star Trek, Star Wars, fun stuff, Federation T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. So it'll just get bigger as I have more and more time to put the products back online.
Russ, how large of a warehouse do you have in order to house all those tribbles?
The tribbles, if you look at somewhere on the website, there's a live camera where you can see the visitor center. There's a big puddle of tribbles beside the captain's chair. We've got another litter of tribbles in Cargo Bay 1. So you the trick is don't feed them and adopt them out before they start to multiply.
Do you have any board tribbles?
Yeah, and you go buy them. If you make a little noise, they're gonna start shrieking and stuff. They really do. They pick them up and they'll purr. They're probably the most popular thing we've got.
Yeah, for those who are not Star Trek fans,
Tribbles. Yeah,
tribbles multiply like way worse than rabbits.
They
This is like
make rabbits look.
Yeah.
Worse than Mogwai, like gremlins.
Amy, what's her face says, "What's the trouble with them?"
They multiply so fast. If you feed them, they multiply. They kind of like sprout offspring. After they don't even have to do it.
I think I'll just do it. Oh my god!
They don't have to do it.
Oh,
You feed them.
It doesn't matter if they had
like
surgery.
food so much they just start.
So you're saying
I think I'll
we
just
can
take a
buy we can buy a tribble if we go to your site. We can get some tribbles.
Oh sure.
Well, I implore everybody to go buy a tribble.
There's a desert tribble and a meadow tribble.
And there's more coming. I think tomorrow we're getting a shipment of anybody who plays the Star Trek Online games. There's some galactic other tribbles. We're getting some of those. We're getting cave tribbles, which are very popular. They're dark brown. Meadow tribbles, tundra tribbles, which are redheads. And then we're getting 4 new species from the Star Trek Online gaming, which I have never done. But we're getting another litter tomorrow.
You know what you need if you don't already have them? You need some Borg tribbles.
And I've had those. I've had a few. And the man that we get the tribbles from, he's the one who wrote The Trouble with Tribbles, David Gerald. So he has his own tribble company. And I've gotten some Borg ones. We also have, because, at the end of Trouble with Tribbles, Scotty beamed them all onto the Klingon ship, and they don't like Klingons. So Klingons created this glommer, it's called, and it sits on the tribble and sucks it up and just eats it. So we have a few of those for Klingons. Yeah, there you go. The bell. Bell. We've got some of those. I will try and find you the link so you can actually drop in live at headquarters here.
Rusty, on their website under Other Treasures, they've got something just screaming your name.
What? What?
Uranus soap.
Uranus?
Uranus soap, yeah. Uranus soap.
Rusty is a man in need.
I am in need. But all right, so on a little more serious note, I want to ask, so do you ever get any kind of like pushback or weird look or whatever? It's like you're bringing in the stuff and you're well, we're from the Trek Federation and this Star Trek. Do you ever get any kind of offhanded, I don't know, pushback or anything?
Not really. When I was much younger and I didn't care what people thought, actually I don't care now. We would get dressed up in costume and walk through the mall or the airport. It's free publicity. Now people just accept it. It's just, another one of those things. So let's see. Let me see if I can switch my camera over here. So yeah, people don't really look too weird that they'll come out and say, I don't really follow Star Trek. But we don't get the weird looks like we used to. So I think it's just become, well, considering everything else going on in the world, we're like
do you get the question? Do you get the question like, is this real? You know, do you get that? Like, is this a real thing, or are you trying to,
Sure. We do get that, and the biggest challenge, being a charity, we don't have a real advertising budget, so most of what we hear is, I didn't know you existed. So that's not so much they'd ask if we're for real. It's they pretty much say we didn't. You've been around 40 years, we haven't heard of you. So that is the biggest hurdle. In the past, it was, are you for real? Well, when we first started, there were, there's other groups in the world, other fan clubs in the world. And when we first started, we started doing public service and charity work. The other clubs, we're not so much a club anymore. But the other ones would say, Star Trek fan clubs don't do that kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, you just watch, dudes. Mm-hmm. Now they all try and copy us. So that's what I say.
Right. I wonder if there's an Orville club.
There probably is.
Probably. So where can we go and see the official Trek site? So you have a location. Where is that at?
It's in Huron, Ohio, little town halfway between Cleveland and Toledo.
Uh-huh.
So it's right on the shores of Lake Erie.
And you have really decked this place out. I've been watching.
Oh, have you been watching the videos and stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is fantastic what you're doing there.
Why, thanks. Yeah, it's basically we have the visitor center with the captain's chair, which works exactly like on TV. We've got the gift shop, and then all of our offices are there. I've got my office, or my assistant has her office. We got a shipping room because we had a lot of online orders. Now our conference room, which was going to be a conference room, right now is filled with merchandise we don't have room for in the gift shop. But we're converting that big room into a hangar bay where we already bought a 13.5-foot USS Enterprise. We're having the conference room totally redecorated to house this gigantically large Enterprise. So we have to cut a hole in the wall and put in a garage door and eek. But it'll be awesome when it's there. The idea is you make it a tourist attraction and people find out about us and what we do. And they buy stuff and they donate. And so the idea is get them to come see it, and then they find out all about us.
Yeah, because y'all are the real deal. So this USS Enterprise, I've kind of been following. I know some people haven't, but you found this. This was out west somewhere, right? Somebody had a huge replica of the Enterprise.
Well, this one, I never got to see it when it was on tour. It was on tour in the 20 teens. It was with Star Trek The Exhibition that would go from city to city all over the world, and it was part of that. And so somebody bought it from the exhibition and had it in storage, and they asked if we wanted to buy it, and I'm like, let me see if we can scrounge up the money. There's a picture of it on our on the website when you go to About and Federation headquarters. That's where you can see the live camera and see a picture of the Enterprise we bought. So it's big. It's had some damage, but we're going to get that. It's all fiberglass and everything.
Right.
Got to restore it. But it's going to be cool, and it'll get more people in. Besides for sitting on the bridge for their picture in the captain's chair, they're going to want to see this gigantically large Enterprise.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen it yet. Is it the original Constellation class Enterprise, or
it's the first 6-movie version? So it's not the original. We have a 3-foot lighted and fully animated version of the original in our visitor center. This one is from the first 6 movies, and it's 13 feet, and it'll be all lit up real pretty when we're done with it.
All right. My question now is, all of the offshoots of Star Trek. Are you a fan of all of them? Did you not like all of them? Like Jean-Luc Picard, I think was a fantastic addition to the Star Trek series or whatever you call it. Or, do you like all of them? It's like Deep Space Nine. Was that something that you like, or
I like them all. There are some I like more than others. I remember Gene had already had his stroke and pretty much wasn't producing anymore. And Rick Berman told him about the idea for Deep Space Nine, and I thought he was going to have another stroke when he was telling me about it. That's not Star Trek. I'm like, ooh, but so but I think
Purist.
On its own value, if you don't figure, because Gene's idea was Star Trek is about the crew of the Enterprise traveling the galaxy. So Deep Space Nine wasn't the Enterprise. It wasn't, traveling. But so if you don't base shows on, how they compare with the original, then they're all good in their own merit. George Takei and I worked on a pilot for Star Trek Excelsior in 1999 that we pitched to CBS and the fans to replace Voyager when Voyager was ending. But they didn't pick Excelsior, they picked Enterprise instead. As a production, I liked it. I didn't like that they rewrote Star Trek history and canon and all that other stuff. But it was a good show. I think Strange New Worlds rocks. And this season of Picard is pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
I like them all, just, they all feel different.
Yeah, they do. I think the Picard Next Generation kind of stuck towards the original concept, and really, I really liked it. And then the Picard, I've only seen a few episodes because I don't have. I think it's on HBO. Plus. I don't have it, or whatever. And I really liked what I got to see. As far as that, I wasn't a big fan of Deep Space Nine. I never seen any of the Voyager stuff, but
every you gotta kind of like rate them on themselves, and message is there kind of. I think Gene did it better than anybody. When Gene created the original series and his 5 seasons of Next Gen, there was always a moral lesson that you didn't necessarily catch right away, but you felt it in your gut.
Yeah,
I love that.
And it hasn't been quite the same since Gene's been gone. And nowadays it's more about, it was always about making money. But I think they maybe have brought back some of the Gene feel with Strange New Worlds. Gene always felt that the future is a better place, so every episode should end on a positive note, because the future is happy. So that was really what he liked. And so Strange New Worlds does that for the most part, where Picard and Discovery, there were serials, which wasn't in the Gene mode. Strange New Worlds is every episode.
Or episodic.
Yep. And so maybe that's why I like it so much. I think it's fantastic. I'm going to be, the Federation, we're going to have our big giant booth. There's a convention in Cleveland in 2 weeks. And Pike and Spock from Strange New Worlds will be there. Hoping to get them in the chair. We'll see.
Right.
But it should be a big show. And we're going to hopefully sell a lot of stuff.
Heck yeah.
I think our listeners are probably on your site now, because ever since we posted your site, the trekfederation.com, nobody's chatting anymore.
Yeah. Well, either that or I scared them all away.
No.
It's a fun thing. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a Trek fan, but if you believe that our job as human beings is to help other human beings and make a better future, then we're for you.
Absolutely.
And if you want to come to Ohio, come see us.
Did you know, I'm sorry, I don't know the history, just based on your location, did you know Doc Thompson?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do interviews on the big powerhouse Cleveland station where Doc was working. And I've actually been on, back in the day, was on a couple times with Doc in his afternoon show. And that's where I got to know him. And, I just kind of like followed him along. And when he started Mojo, I said, Doc, what about a sci-fi channel? So we started really working a lot on the sci-fi side of things, which is Odyssey Radio, run by Ron.
Yep.
And it's kind of a neat thing to be able to have sci-fi and fandom be a mainstream thing.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Doc was, I mean, there aren't a lot of people with the talent of Doc, and
No.
I think when it comes to Mojo and Odyssey, Doc he's still ahead of his time. He had the ideas for this stuff, and it's still, I think this is the future. And Doc really had a mind for what was going to work, and I think it's just going to get better from here.
And I did see when I went up to Doc's funeral, I did see Russ and his van.
Oh, you saw the van?
Yeah, I did see him, and I didn't know anything, but I was like, "Who's this guy?"
Everybody get a good look at Chris's screen there. We're about to go to commercial, so where do everybody go to find you at now?
TrekFederation.com, TREK Federation.com, or .net or .org. It's
If you got a few dollars, throw it at the TrekFederation.com. Y'all hang around. We'll be back.
Give us a call for the blank game, 256-926-2390. Give us a call now so we're ready to play the game the next hour.
Now, if you go to any of these conventions and you're needing somebody to help promote things in the spirit of Riker or Kirk, may I volunteer Rusty? He will be glad to do it, and he doesn't care what color the women are, how many limbs they have, or whatever kind of,
I'm inviting Rusty. I'm inviting people in, and I'm going to give you the honors.
Yes. Okay.
Nobody wants to see Rusty sit down like Riker, though.
What?
Just saying.
Oh, golly.
Now, Mr. Haslage, do you have something that you can write on and show the camera?
No,
I can probably make it happen. Sure.
Grab a handful of
there we go. Oh, except it's going to be
paper
blurred.
sheet real
Hold
quick.
it in
and
front of your
marker.
body, and it won't disappear.
Okay.
There we go.
You got it.
Just like that.
Okay, I didn't know if he was going to be able to stay for the game show.
I'm staying.
Okay.
Rusty's
Too much
host.
fun.
I got to go. I'll be back at the end. Cows, I can't believe I'm seeing you right now. I miss you so much. What the hell?
Cows.
But I will be back. You guys have a great time. I love the music.
Yeah.
So a little preface for this. Two rules: no Fs and no GDs.
Oh, I knew that one. Yeah.
And then that's still the same. And whatever answer you give, just give the answer. It can be funny. It can be
just
like
whatever.
the old match game, huh?
You can be creative. Yeah, you can be creative. You can relate it to what all's been in the episode already. It is the caller's job to guess what we're saying.
Oh, I wasn't watching.
Well, that's flattering.
I mean, it's okay if it has phallic references.
Oh,
Yeah,
goody.
you can put
The
whatever you
windows
want.
are awesome.
That's traumatizing.
All right. Do we have everybody that we need here? I think
What's her face at?
Amy's supposed to be on, right? You got her, Kinsey?
She said that she was going to be here. I gave her the time. She's supposed to know it's time to jump in. She said she's going to be watching.
All right, all you folks on YouTube, you haven't called yet. Here's the number. Wait, right there we go. Yeah, right there. 256-926-2390. I'm watching you guys.
Right.
Amy, check your Twitter. You got the link to get
Tim,
your butt
look.
in here. You're supposed to be part of the game. Come on, girl. Chop, chop.
Yeah, come on.
I ain't gonna be able to.
I know.
Has Pee Wee been nominated yet?
I
Not that I've
nominated
seen.
him.
I tried to get him to do a show on Odyssey back in the day. He never answered. So
Yeah.
He's too big for Odyssey, I guess.
Here we go. Here's Amy.
Speaking of Rubens, Rusty, what are you doing for dinner?
I don't know. Judy's burning something. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, watch for the yardstick.
Amy.
Hey. Sorry I'm late.
That's all right. We're still good. We're still good.
Good.
What you gonna do?
That's right. Amy, what you gonna do?
Rusty, you bringing us in?
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Comes a beat.
Whatever.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Turn your video on, Amy.
Beep beep.
5, 3. All right, folks, welcome back to the second half of Off Track Syndicate, where we have the blank game. And so we have some special guests with us. Mr. Russ Haslage from the Federation, TrekFederation.com. Cows, Backyard Cows, who, he's kind of been in and out of the, and Big Pharma Steve. What are you doing, Pharma? Oh,
hey, everybody.
Yeah, and then Miss Amy, what's her face? Amy, where's your video? Come on. What's going on? What's going on, lady?
You're invisible.
Where's your
There we go. Okay, that's better. All right. And so we're all waiting, and I still have not got any calls. What's going on, people? We got to have some contestants. We got to have 2 contestants.
If only we made it clear what the phone number is.
The phone number is
926-2390.
Yeah.
Loading above my head currently.
Yeah.
Call us. We don't bite hard.
If you're not scared, you can call in and be a contestant. You might win some luxurious prizes.
All I can say is if you make a bunch of comments on YouTube and you never called in, what's wrong with you? Call in.
Exactly.
And the grand prize is a Federation T-shirt.
What? Wait a minute.
Whoa. There you go.
You guys decide who wins the grand prize. I will send them a shirt.
There you go.
There we go.
I mean, wow. I wished I could be a contestant. Miss Barbara D, Timothy Ratliff, Angie Hughes. What? I mean, come on,
Rusty. I'm just saying. I contest most everything you say. So there's that.
Well,
yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll just discuss. So it looks like Big Pharma Steve is still working. We have one caller.
Somebody wants the Federation shirt instead of the off-track shirt. I mean,
right? I guess so. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
Ain't scared. I want to challenge some people.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like Mr. Whiskey 6.
Who gave him this number?
All right, hold on. We got another caller coming in. Let's answer it here.
Who's my challenge?
Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
SK, Wyoming.
Oh, there we go. Let's merge you two together here. and see what we got going on. All right, we got Whiskey 6 and S.K. Thompson.
No.
Oh,
Say it
yeah.
isn't So.
Oh, we got a third caller in there?
We do, but sorry, you're too late, third caller.
The next half hour, please.
Yep.
snooze
Yes,
yourself.
come back next half hour there, callers. All right. Cool. So we have Whiskey 6. Maybe some people have heard of him. I don't know.
No, no one's heard of me.
No.
I'm nobody.
I've heard of Whiskey 5.
Yeah, I'm
How you doing,
good.
SK?
Never heard of her before.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. I ain't talked to you for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, Rusty.
So here's the point where we have the explanation of the game.
Yes, I was trying to look for questions. All right, so contestants, I am going to read a question for the panelists to write their answers down. You are going to hold on to your answers until I come to you. Don't blurt them out. And
Yes, sir.
we are, since Sean was the first one to call in, here is his answer. And yeah, you got more people calling in. All right, so here we go. Sean, this is your question.
Remember,
Whiskey.
you're matching us what we panelists are saying, not necessarily what you think's the best answer. So you might
It
have to
doesn't
dumb
matter.
down for
It doesn't
us.
matter. Hush. It doesn't matter. Whatever. All right. Sheila said, I think the $6 million man is made from auto parts. During the middle of our date, he started blanking. I'll read it again. Sheila said, I think the $6 million man is made from auto parts. During the middle of our date, he started blanking. Let's see. There's a few people still writing. Okay. All right. We got some stuff down here. All right. Naitu say ni. The 6 million.
That's not how this works, Rusty.
What?
Sean,
I'm
what's
sorry.
your answer?
I'm sorry. Sean, what's your answer? I'm sorry. Yeah.
You hang
Sean?
up on him.
Sheila
He
said.
says, SK and I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Crap.
Did you put him on hold or hit him?
I didn't. I didn't.
You were the ones on that date?
What the heck?
You didn't bump him up.
I don't know what happened. I lost them both.
Aw.
Oh, womp womp.
Call back in, Sean. Sean and SK, call back in. I don't know what the heck happened.
You know what? None of them really look too awfully bad that they can't talk to us. It's just,
Right.
I hear something.
No, wait.
There he is.
I hear SK. Okay. All right. I don't know
what happened.
I don't know. Y'all disappeared on me.
The answer is
Yeah.
yes.
All right, Sean.
Don't pull a Southern California gal trick and go swearing. All right, just move
Okay.
on.
Repeat the question.
All right, Sean. Sheila said, I think the $6 million man is made from auto parts. During the middle of our date, he started blanking. What say you?
Blinking.
Blinking. He started blinking. What do we think, audience? I don't know. It doesn't look good.
Aren't you more ashamed of yourself?
Yeah. Nights Husseini, what did you have?
Obviously, he was checking his dipstick.
Checking it. Kenzie, what did you say?
I said he was backfiring.
All right, yeah. Mr.
Wow, it would've
Russ
been really great to
Haslage,
get
what did
this
you have?
question.
I said he was sputtering.
Sputtering. Okay.
We're
All right.
close.
Cows with guns.
I said that he was leaky.
He was what?
Leaking.
Leaking. Okay. Big Pharma Steve.
I said he was flashing people.
What?
Does that count?
I don't.
That's blinking. Yes,
Blinking.
That's
flashing.
blinking. Judges blinking, flashing.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think.
What is?
I mean, he was flashing. I don't know. Miss What's Her Face. What did you have?
Leaking.
Leaking.
I said leaking.
Okay. Yeah, leaking. I don't know. No points.
Nothing. Okay. I'm
I
good with
know.
nothing. Look, I think you caught us off guard there.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to think about it. I just got instantaneous. Hey, what's your answer?
Yeah.
Like thinking would have helped you at all, Sean. Come on.
Where has thinking ever gotten
Wow.
Wow, that's.
I'm just gonna leave that alone and be the adult in the room.
At least there's
Okay.
room.
Change.
All right, so S.K. Thompson, we're gonna no points for Sean. So here we go with the next one. This is gonna be tough, but it's not my fault. It's not my questions. Okay, here we
How
go.
about you not ask him the question until it's time for him to give his answer?
Well, he can hear it and then think about it. What he's gonna.
Yeah, that's the problem. I didn't do that.
All right, so
Wah.
yeah. So here we go. Did you hear about the Donald Trump doll?
Nope.
You wind it up and it blanks for 4 years. Did you hear about the Donald Trump doll? You wind it up and it blanks for 4 years. These are not my questions, folks. These were actually questions from the 70s. So, yes, they were talking about Donald Trump in the 70s. They actually were. I kid you not. But anyway. All right. So, SK, did you hear about the Donald Trump doll? You wind it up
No, tell me.
and it blanks for 4 years.
I said talks for 4 years.
Talks for 4 years. All right. Audience, I think the audience likes that. I don't know. We'll see. Night Husseini, what'd you have?
Forgive me, but wouldn't the doll that talks for 4 years be the Kinsey doll?
That's true.
No, that would be called the dissertation doll.
Yeah. So I really had nothing. So I said, triggers people.
Triggers people for 4 years. Let's see. That's wrong. Kenzie.
The Donald Trump doll fires you for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Fired.
No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
No, it ain't.
Mr. Russ, what did you have?
Nope. Gotta do it this way. He tweets for 4 years.
I like that. I like it. But unfortunately, no, that doesn't. Oh, no. Mr. Cows with Guns, what did you have? Glows orange for 4 years.
Spray tan.
What?
Oh, that's terrible. A Big Pharma Steve.
I said insults people.
I like that. But no, that's the wrong answer. Ain't Miss Amy? What's her face? The wonderful Miss Amy. He brags. This is true. This is true. I like it, but dang it.
That would be the Rusty doll.
That would not. What?
Oh.
No.
No, the Rusty doll is much shorter and skinnier.
All right. So
So it's a wild 0-0 after the first round.
it is. It is.
Oh, we are breaking records here.
We are breaking records. Yes. Miss Amy, what's her face? So you have moved to Ohio now, huh?
I have. I'm here. Yes.
Right.
The water's making me a little itchy.
You had a little bit of a trip. You were so you drove a big moving truck all by yourself, huh?
Yes, I did, and I did very well. I always drove like a Suburban, so I'm kind of used to that maneuvering. So it's all right.
It was okay. You didn't. So tell me, what did you do when you got to like the truck stations? Did you try to go in one, or did you just go around them?
Oh, you mean like the truck stops or?
Yeah, the way stations and stuff. Yeah.
Way station.
It wasn't like that. It was like a 10-foot. It wasn't that big.
Well, so let me tell you this about that. So when we moved out of Florida, we had a moving truck, and we were coming out, and we bypassed the way station at the state line. They chased us down.
Really?
Yes, and pulled us over because
vehicle. Why would you have to go into a way station?
Because of agricultural. You had to go through the way stations.
Yeah, agricultural, sure.
Yeah, well, because you're in a moving truck, they will chase you down and make sure that you're not taking anything agricultural out of Florida.
Oh.
So that took like a couple hours because they had to unpack the whole back of the truck and make sure we didn't. Yeah. I was like, I think I was 10 or something. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but looking back, no, we didn't have any oranges or plants or anything. But yeah, so apparently, if you leave Florida in a moving truck, you have to go through the way stations.
Wow.
I have never heard of such a thing.
Yep. Yeah, we didn't know anything about it, but
I liked Florida.
Yeah, Florida's terrible. But anyway, so yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Now there was one point when I was on. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
That when the wind was blowing, and I've never been in a car with a solid box like that, or vehicle with a solid box.
Right.
It almost, I kind of freaked out a little bit. I felt like I was losing control. I don't know how you guys do it.
Oh yeah.
Death.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, the big winds will blow you around, and it's like, oh crap, what am I doing? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Amy, I'm doing it right now.
Right now, as you speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm driving down the road, holding my
Oh my gosh.
semi truck.
So we're tied up at 0-0.
All right. Yes, it's tied up at 0-0. Okay, here we go, Sean. Here is your question. Farmer Brown really misses the farm. Today, they found him in the motel with an inflatable blank. I'll read it again. Farmer Brown really misses the farm. Today, they found him in the motel with an inflatable blank. Okay, Sean, Farmer Brown really misses the farm. Today they found him in the motel with an inflatable blank.
Of course, the answer is sheep.
Right? Audience? I think they like that.
Sean would go to this answer so fast.
I was going to say Lusty Jill Holt, but I don't think anybody remembers her.
No, nobody remembers her.
So I went with yes.
Yes, sheep. I like it. I like it. Knights Husseini, what did you have?
That is disgusting, and the fact that you would even think sheep is just terrible.
Thank you.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I said sheep.
Wow, there's one. Kenzie, what did you have?
Well, I don't have sheep. I got pig.
Terrible. Mr. Russ Haslage, I know you don't have A goat.
Goat.
He likes the horns. He likes the
You want to say
horns.
that answer? You want to say that
Cows.
answer? Meh.
He likes
Cows. I kind of have an idea of what cows is going to say, but I'm not sure.
Gee, he better
So
not
I
say.
figured Farmer Brown probably was more like a gardener than used hand tools, so he was probably missing his hoe.
His hoe.
Inflatable hoe.
That's a good answer.
That is a damn good answer, unfortunately.
I think give Cow a point for.
Yes,
Yeah,
Cal.
just give him
Yes,
a-
Cal.
Inflatable Jill hoe.
You get a point. Cal gets a point because hey, why not? Big Farmer Steve.
I, on the other hand, did say cows.
You did. I didn't. No. Terrible. Miss Amy.
Farmer's wife.
Inflatable farmer's wife.
Inflatable farmers. Let's see. What does the audience say? No, they don't.
Is that more fun or less fun
Say
than the
daughter.
Less, probably.
Less fun.
Yeah, at least she didn't say daughter.
This is true.
It's not a West Virginia farm.
All right, so we are. What are we? 1-0. Okay, thank you, Knights, for keeping track for us there, because I'm not.
Don't lose count.
Yeah. So, all right, SK. Okay, here we go. Kinsey said.
I
So
did
much.
not.
So very, very much.
Yeah,
What
Kinsey,
didn't he say?
my wife is such a terrible cook. When she tosses a salad.
Wait, how terrible is she?
Yes, I know. She doesn't toss it in a bowl. She tosses it in a blank. Kinsey said, my wife is such a terrible cook. When she tosses a salad, she doesn't toss it in a bowl. She tosses it in a blank. And, okay, sorry.
You realize it's
Did you hang
probably
up on
my
SK?
wife beeping in on that, right, Rusty?
I don't know. There's people trying to call in, but they're going to have to wait. All right. SK. Kinsey said, my wife is such a terrible cook. When she
How terrible is she?
Yeah, when she tosses a salad, she doesn't toss it in a bowl. She tosses it in a blank.
And thus I asked, did you hang up on SK?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Well, if he's
I
not, I will.
Oh, well, maybe I did.
I think we figured out where the beeping was coming from.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Did you hear the question, SK?
All right, SK, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm looking for an answer.
Okay.
Hurry up, we're short on time.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so the wife is such a bad cook that
When she tosses a salad, she doesn't toss it in a bowl. She tosses it in a blank.
in the sink.
In the sink. I don't know. A Knights Who Say Knee, what'd you have?
Kinsey's wife, I don't believe this is true, but she tosses it in a trough.
Wow.
She's feeding Rusty here in June.
Well, maybe. Kinsey, what'd you have?
She tosses it in a Tupperware container.
That's terrible.
It's a bowl.
Well, that's
That would be-
I don't
Got
know.
a lid on it so it don't come out.
Russ, what did you have?
Hey, there's a point. I said sink.
A sink.
Boy.
That's 1-1. Oh crap. Cows with guns.
Microwave.
A microwave. I like it, but Big Pharma.
Tosses it in the oven.
Tosses it in the oven.
Amy.
Okay. Amy. Tosses it in bed. Oh, what? I mean, no.
All right.
That's what you're supposed to do with
decide
fortune
this
cookies.
tiebreaker
Yeah,
at the
and it's
beginning
not-
of the next segment.
Yeah.
And it's not 0-0 either.
Logical.
So, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We're going to finish this up at the beginning of the next segment. We'll need 2 more callers to call in to 256-926-2390. After these 2 figure out who's going to win this one.
Oh, crap.
Okay. So now, Rusty, you got the minute whatever to figure out the tiebreaker.
Wow.
What's
You
your
want me to do
logical
the
answer to
tiebreaker?
that in the trash can?
I don't.
That was the best answer.
Just make up a question.
Right? Oh, crap.
Well, it's the one word, and then we come up with a word that goes with it.
Okay. All right.
You mean like
Wow.
word association game?
You can either figure it out in a minute, or I already got something picked out if all else fails.
All right. If you got something, I'll let you do it. Because I've got to work on the tiebreaker stuff. I don't have it.
I'll do that. You pick out the next 2 questions, so you're not waiting until.
Okay. Well, we can't go too fast.
Well, I mean, you'll have them ready so that you won't be thinking.
Oh, crap.
So, Steve, I heard you drive to work. How does that work for you? I'm making fun of Rusty. Beep coming up.
All right. So I'll just stay here then?
Yes, stay here.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Literally me.
And we are finishing up a tie here between S.K. Thompson and Whiskey 6 over here. And to break this up real quick, we're doing a quick little word association here. I'm going to say blank and the word, or vice versa, whichever applies. And contestants, write down, or contestants, hold on to your answers. I'll go to Whiskey first and then SK. And all the panelists, write down your answer that fits the blank. Blank ship. I repeat, blank ship.
Ding dong,
And
ding
all the
dong.
panelists appear to be done. So, Whiskey,
okay.
What would be your answer?
Pirate ship.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pirate. All right.
Yeah.
SK.
Lost ship.
What kind?
Lost, L-O-S-T.
Lost.
All right.
Lost ship.
All right. Let's see what we got then. Knights that say knee. What kind of ship did you come up with?
Obviously, I said starship. Yeah, just get.
That would be what I would think would have been the first answer considering, however.
Womp womp.
All right, Mr. Haslage.
I also said star.
Imagine that. How's with guns?
I said tight.
Tight ship.
Tight ship.
Tight ship. Okay.
All right, Big Pharma.
I said you sunk my battleship.
Battleship.
Wow.
Almost my answer.
All right, and what's your thingy over there? What was her answer?
Friendship.
Friendship.
Friendship. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. We're gonna have to go ahead.
Oh no, we're all losers.
Everyone is a loser.
I say holy ship.
All right.
Just
We'll go around two and see if we can get a match. All right. Same thing happens. All you panelists, listen now. Blank track.
Spell it.
wow.
T-R-A-C-K track.
T-R-A-C-K.
Blank track.
Really?
A-C-K.
I didn't hear you. T-R-A-C-K.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, okay.
You looking for my answer?
Hold on.
We went ahead and went with whiskey first time around. We'll go ahead and go with SK first this time to mix it up a little bit.
So long as our panelists are ready.
Are all you panelists ready? All right. What's your answer, SK?
Racetrack. R-A-C-E.
That's a good one. All right. Now, whiskey.
Off track.
Off track, right?
All right. What do we got, Knights?
That's the obvious answer.
Knights
Yeah, the obvious answer, I said race.
Racetrack.
Oh, racetrack.
All right.
That's
Mr.
one.
Russ, what do you have?
Don't ask me because I thought you said track, so I just reused my star.
All right. Cows with guns.
I went with the obvious.
Oh, crap.
For Pete's sake, he said
Big Farbo,
That's
what do you
one
got?
and one. 1 and 1.
It said long.
long track.
Long track. Okay.
Amy, what's her
Amy.
face? Off.
Track. All right. So
Tie is broke.
Dusty.
Sean-
Dusty, send it to SK.
Well, we should have just done that to begin with. We could have just went to the next segment.
Well, right. You guys could have not did a show for a half hour, and that would have been entertaining.
Sean's a winner. All right. Well, Sean, you win the off-track swag. SK, we will send you a psychic version of the game, and I just did. And
I got it. Thank you.
all right, awesome.
That was quick delivery. I didn't know you could think that fast.
Well, you know, wow, we have
Better than Amazon Prime.
Exactly. So, all right,
Bye,
thanks
y'all.
guys for joining us, and we will got to get our next
Hey,
two contestants
Rusty,
in.
make
Yeah.
sure next time that
And he's gone.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So,
all right.
now that our phone lines are on purposely open,
Yes.
256-926-2390. Two more contestants we need to finish out the game.
Right.
And again, the grand prize is a Trek Federation t-shirt, according to Russ.
Right. So there we go. Wow.
Pretty grand.
Come on.
Trek Federation T-shirt, folks. Come on, Kathy in the Berg, huh?
I think all that they got to do is to outright win it this time instead of having to go through like three stages of tie breaking.
Gene Hall had a good answer for the last one. 8-track, huh? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's kind of showing your age there, Gene. Timothy Ratliff had it off track. Oh, Kathy Naberg said soundtrack. Barbara D said race. Oh yeah, there are a lot of good answers in there. Yep.
So 256-926-2390.
So I guess we will go to Big Pharma. What have you been up to, my friend?
Oh, well, doing a lot of estate planning. Not for myself, but for other people. No longer work in pharmaceuticals, so I probably ought to come up with a different tag name.
No, you will forever be known as Big Pharma. So tell me this: in estate planning, would you? I've been seeing a lot from a couple of people that a trust is more an irrevocable trust, or irrevocable is the better way to go than just a will.
Correct. A will is just directions to the probate court. So you're already in probate, but if you want to avoid probate, you can put your sweet assets into a fine-looking trust and be able to get them protected from probate. And also, depending on how the trust is set up, you work all of your life to earn what you have. If you need long-term care, you don't lose all of your assets going into that long-term care. You can protect them. So that's primarily what I end up doing, is explaining all of that to my clients and basically describing what they just bought, deciphering legalese down into a common language. So I'm a legal translator, if you will.
There you go. So are you doing this? Is this your business that you're doing this with? Or are you working for somebody, or what's going on with that?
Oh, no. I was smart and didn't go to college. No, I work for the lawyer.
Okay.
I'm the assistant to the regional manager. So
maybe I'm just a little nostalgic, Steve. I'm sorry, but I know you're in estate planning now, but if I ever need drugs, you're going to be the first guy I call, okay?
Well, my knowledge of those didn't exactly go away.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
while we're waiting for people to call 256-926-2390,
everyone,
so that we can continue our game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wanted to beep in on the first set. Where they all go now?
I've got a story I want to bring up here.
Okay. Damn time change.
Call now. Let's avoid the story. Call now.
We know how smart those in California are as a whole. On March 1st, let's see here. Where was it? Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office received multiple phone calls to dispatch about bright lights in the sky on March 1st. Turns out that these multiple Californians were concerned by the appearance of Jupiter and Venus and thought that the police could do something about it. Are you kidding me?
No, I got one better. So, about, I don't know, 10 years ago, roughly, Judy and I, my lovely wife, are big time campers. And we were in a national park, with the rangers and all that. And we were in a camping area. And so at the time, I guess y'all know what cicada are.
Of course.
Loud.
Yes,
That's
they
what
were.
they are.
They were very, very loud. So we were talking to a ranger one morning afterwards, and we were commenting on how loud, they were. And he said that he actually had several campers call him wanting him to do something about how loud the cicada were because they were keeping them awake and they couldn't go to sleep.
Gosh.
He was like, there's nothing I can do, you know, and they were, I mean, it was really, really loud. So Judy and I, before we went to bed, we were sitting by the campfire, and you couldn't talk in a normal voice. She was right next to me, and you couldn't talk in a normal voice and hear each other.
What voice did you use? Like Phyllis Diller or what?
No, I don't know, but you know,
Gene Roddenberry voice.
It was unreal how loud they were. Of course, you know, it doesn't bother me none. We get in our camper, we can't hear nothing. But I guess people in tents and stuff, it was really, they couldn't go to sleep. But
it was rather intense.
Yeah, camping is totally intense.
Yes, well, mostly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was funny to hear him. He's like, they woke me up in the middle of the night. They wanted me to do something about the cicada, and I was like, go back to bed. I can't do nothing for you.
Did I hear
egos
the
are so big that we think that's funny.
Yeah.
Did I hear the phone beep a minute ago?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay.
No, that was the sound of the last listener hanging up.
Yeah. Thanks, Pharma. Can we mute him? Can we? Yeah.
Now, y'all are going to have to call in because right now, as it stands, it looks like that Whiskey's going to be getting the prime prize for this T-shirt, this Federation T-shirt, and you can't let him have that.
We don't want that. Nobody.
I don't care if you don't want it and just win it and give it to somebody else. You can't let Sean have it. He don't deserve it. Come on.
And it's awesome because it's red and it's got a phaser burn on it. It's really terrific.
Wow.
Yeah. Here. What was that number again?
256-926-2390. So since we're talking about Star Trek, so William Shatner is 91.
Wasn't he starting a long
He's really about 94. Is he 91?
He reveals he doesn't have long left to live.
If you were 91, you wouldn't either.
Yeah. The 91-year-old Star Trek legend said he doesn't have long to live, but decided to make this movie as a way of being about to reach out to his grandchildren after his death.
That's creepy.
I know he's Kirk. He's famous for being Kirk, but he's always going to be Denny Crane to me.
So he talked about this ahead of the release of a documentary about his illustrious career entitled You Can Call Me Bill. Speaking to Variety, he said, I've turned down a lot of offers to do documentaries before, but I don't have long to live. Uh-oh, we have a caller.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Oh, thank God. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
Good evening, folks. This is Colonel Angus from the great state of Georgia.
Wow, Colonel Angus. I am pleasantly surprised, sir.
Yes, I apologize. I completely forgot y'all were even on tonight, and as I tuned in, I saw that nobody else had the gumption to call in and play this game. So I guess I am the grand champion, and I will let you know where you can send my Star Wars shirt.
No, Star Trek. Star Trek. Oh my God!
It's all the same. I don't care about none of them.
Oh my God!
Now, Colonel Angus, you heard about the new lingerie line that William Shatner is coming out with, right?
Hold on.
Is this the first question?
This is good. Another call here. Let's see. We got to get him connected here. All right, who we got here?
Timothy Ratliff from the great state of Texas.
Mr. Timothy Ratliff. All right, you had a question for Colonel Angus there, Kinsey?
Now, let's go ahead and get to the questions because we are already halfway toward the end.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and
we need to
chop
play
and I'll
the
throw it in as a
music.
spoiler at the end if we got time.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So do you know how to play the game, Colonel?
He's the champion. Of course he does.
Colonel Angus is the champion?
That's what he said.
He's been a contestant.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's his question. Y'all ready? Here we go. Nearsighted Norman ruined his record player because he tried to play a blank instead of a record. Nearsighted Norman ruined his record player because he tried to play a blank instead of a record.
Pizza. That's the most I got.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. All right, Colonel Angus, nearsighted Norman ruined his record player because he tried to play a blank instead of a record.
Did you hang up on him, Rusty? Did you
Colonel Angus? No, I didn't
hear us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. A pizza.
A pizza. I
Good
like
answer.
it. Crowd, what do you? They like it. I don't know. Let's see. Husseini, what did you have?
I don't know. Should I disqualify myself? I'm a bit young to know what a record player is.
Well, you are too young for a record
I said
player.
dinner plate.
Dinner plate. that's wrong. Kinsey.
A slice of bologna.
That's really.
But does it have a first name?
It doesn't have a first name. Mr. Russ Haslage, what did you have?
I also had dinner plate.
A dinner plate. Really? Nobody had pizza?
We hadn't got through everyone yet. Be patient, Rusty.
That Big Pharma Steve, what did you have?
A compact disc.
Wow.
Almost makes
You fucking
sense.
Gen X's, you're killing me.
All right, Amy, what's her face? You had it. A plate.
Rusty, Rusty, have you forgotten someone?
Obviously, nobody has ever seen a record player in this group.
Cows.
Oh, Cows. I'm sorry, Cows. Jeez, how did I cross over Cows? He was gone for some reason.
He calls me no.
What did you have? He had a pizza.
Woo!
There you go. All right. How did I
That's
skip
one.
it for Cows? Holy crap. I'm sorry, Cows. All right.
Nobody.
That's great. All right. So Colonel has one.
Chop, chop.
All right. Here we go. Ron, the producer, said, "This is for Timothy." Ron said, "My wife Misty is the world's worst cook. I even have to use tenderizer when she serves blank." Ron said, "My wife Misty is the world's worst cook. I even have to use tenderizer when she serves blank." All right, Timothy. Ron said, "My wife is the world's worst cook. I even have to use tenderizer when she serves blank."
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Crowd, what do we? I don't know. Night Husseini.
Soup.
So, yeah. Kinsey.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Mr. Russ.
Soup.
Soup. Okay, I understand. Cows. I see you now, sir. I don't know how I missed you before. Soup.
Fried chicken. Nope.
Big Pharma.
I reached back a little bit for this one. Tossed salad.
That's weird. Amy, Miss Amy.
Jello.
Hello. Unfortunately, all wrong answer.
1-0.
My answer would have been chicken tenders.
All right, here we go, Colonel. Here's your answer or question. Answer whatever. Beverly Hills is so ritzy.
How ritzy is it?
How ritzy is it?
Yeah. Even the homeless wear blank. Beverly Hills is so ritzy. Even the homeless wear blank. All right, Colonel, Beverly Hills is so ritzy.
How ritzy is it?
There we go. Even the homeless wear blank.
Louis Vuitton trash bags.
Really? So,
That's
okay.
awfully specific.
That's awfully specific.
They make them?
Audience,
I'm
what
up
do we...
1-0. What can I lose?
Yeah, this is true. Louis Vuitton trash bags. Knights Husseini, I know you have this answer.
I have the right answer. It is off-track swag, available at shop.offtracksyndicate.com.
Yes, you know what? You get 2 points. You get, but no, that is bow ties. What?
Bow ties.
He says bow ties.
Mr. Russ.
Pasta?
Gucci.
Good. See, that's what I was thinking, but no. All right, cows with guns. Fur coats. Also a very good one, but Big Pharma.
Ants.
Pants.
I don't know. It's in California.
Well, if that's ritzy, Rusty.
No, I'm not wearing pants right now. Amy, what's her face?
Cologne.
Even, well, you want them to smell good.
We all have our dreams.
All right, so we're still 1-0, right?
Still 1-0.
Jimmy's only got to get
Timothy,
one.
here's your chance to win it. The flight manager said, "My new fighter Freddy is the world's worst. The only thing he could lick is a blank." Oh, the fight manager said, "My new fighter Freddy is the world's worst. The only thing he could lick is a blank."
Can I say that on air?
Yes.
Just do stars or something. Just write.
All right, everybody got their stuff down. All right, the fight manager said to me, "My new fighter Freddy is the world's worst. The only thing he could lick is a blank."
Lollipop.
Good answer. Good. I like it.
That is a good answer, but can I offer mine for the tiebreaker?
Yeah. Bro. Nice you say
A
me.
Mac.
SK, I'm so sorry. I drew a complete blank for this crap question.
What SK?
I said, whatever, off-track swag. Sorry, Timothy.
Timothy, yeah. No, Kinsey, what'd you have? Lollipop.
The only thing he could lick is a window.
Wow.
Window liquor.
What is that?
A stamp.
A stamp. There you go.
Stamp.
Cows, Mr.
Stamp.
Cows.
Tossed salad.
Wow. Oh, that's
Oh,
wrong.
that answer there was very muffled.
No, you lose your point. You lose your point, Cows. That's terrible. Big Pharma.
I too draw a blank. It was just a telephone book.
Telephone book. Not available at
Miss Amy.
shop.offtracksyndicate.com.
Miss Amy, what did you have?
A wound.
A what? Oh,
A wound. You know, licking your wound. Like,
well, okay. I kind of.
That means the Colonel won.
All right, that means the Colonel is. Everybody dance.
Woohoo! And that was an absolutely disgusting answer, Amy. I'm ashamed of you.
And I would have to say this is a decisive 1-0 victory there. I think that he would be our grand prize winner in this case.
Well, almost as awesome as soccer.
All right, so so to get your prizes, so send me your address in Messenger or Twitter or something, Colonel. I think I have you.
Yeah, I
over
think
there.
DMs on Twitter is where you'll look for
And
it.
I
Sir.
will pass it on to Mr. Russ Haslage, who has he says he has a shirt for you.
Shirt for you. Just let me know what size and where to send it.
All right. So thank you to our callers. Thank you
Yes.
Russ, for joining us for the show today.
Yes, that's awesome.
TrekFederation.com. Anybody wants to check them out, go to TrekFederation.com. You can join, help in any way that you have the ability, or at least check out what they're doing, donate, buy some swag there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and I will be making a donation to this organization.
That
Just
is
FYI.
fantastic, sir. And
He's the greatest.
Yeah. If you you got a couple dollars to spend, you can go to shop.offtracksyndicate.com and get a t-shirt or whatever. Thank you all for joining us. It's fun again.
We'll be back next week. Everybody have a great week.
As sexy as I am, I'd be willing to model those shirts.
He's modeling the cut-off ones, right?
Cows, Steve, Amy, thank you for
Yo.
joining us.
Thanks, everybody. It was fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
We actually pulled it off.
Right? We actually got it done and all that good stuff. Mel, you here?
I'm here.